Sairam students, today let us start with part 2 of third chapter, factors and multiples. Okay, now in the last class we have already studied about the factors and multiples. Today let us learn about the prime and composite numbers and also about the factorization of the given numbers. Yes, now first there are numbers are of two types, prime number and composite number. Now what is a prime number? Prime number, it has got only two factors, that is 1 and the number itself. Prime numbers are those numbers, that is it cannot be divided exactly by any other number other than 1 and the number itself. Now for example 2, it can be divided only by the number itself or it can be divided by the number 1. The number 3 also the same way, it can be divided by 1 as well as it can be divided only by the number itself. Okay, so prime numbers has got only two factors, that is 1, the number 1 and the number itself. Prime numbers cannot be divided exactly by any other number other than 1 and the number itself. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Whereas composite numbers has more than two factors. Composite numbers can be divided exactly by its factors. That is, suppose for example the number 4. It can be divided by 1, it can be divided by the number itself, whereas it is also divisible by the number 2. So other than 1 and the number itself, the number which can be divided by any other number, those numbers are called as composite numbers. Now you have understood what are prime numbers and composite numbers. Now what is factorization? Factorization means writing a number as a product of its factors. That is, if I take any number and write it as a product of its factors, any two numbers, that is known as factorization. Whereas prime factorization is writing a composite number as a product of factors that are prime numbers, or you can say prime factorization is finding which prime numbers multiply together to make the original number. So while doing the sums, you will come to know what is prime factorization. Prime factorization is writing a composite number as a product of factors that are prime numbers. Okay, prime factorization can be done in two ways. The first one is a factor tree method and the second method is a division method. Now here is an example shown about the prime factorization of 120. Now this is a factor tree method, that is 120. When you divide it, that is by 2, we will take the first prime number as 2. So 2 into 60 is 120. That means when you divide this 120 by 2, you will get 60. So we have written as a product of two numbers. So 2 into 60 will give you 120. Now this 60 again is divisible by the number 2. Why? Because in the ones place the number is 0. So again let us take a prime number 2. 2 into 30 will give you 60. That is 60 when divided by 2 gives 30. So again 30 is divisible by, you can either take 2 also or you can take 3 also. So here it is taken 3. So 3 tens are is 30. So again 10, 2 times it is divisible by 2. So 2 fives are is 10. So we here all the numbers, that is 2, 2, 3 and 5, all are prime numbers. Okay, that is why it is called as prime factorization, where prime factorization means that is finding which prime numbers multiply together. Now 2 into 2 into 3 into 2 into 5 will give you 120. So that is why it is said prime factorization means finding which prime numbers when you multiply together to make the original number. So this method is called as a factor tree method. Now division method is where you divide the number there itself. The same way 120 you have written here. Start with the first prime number 2. So 2 6 is 12. You'll write the 0 as it is here. Again 60 is divided by 2. So 2 3s is 6. Write the 0 as it is. Again this 30 is divided by 2 here. So 2 1s is 2. But here it is 3. So 1 will be carried out over here in the to the 0 place. So it has become the number 10. So 2 5s are 10. Now this 15 is not divisible by 2. So we'll take the next prime number, that is the number 3. So 3 5s are is 15. And 5 again itself is a prime number. So it is divided by the number itself. 5 1s are 5. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 are the prime numbers. When you divide it together, that is when you multiply it together, you get the number 120. So this method is called as prime factorization method. That is where you find which prime numbers, when you multiply it all together, will give you the original number. So there are two methods. In two ways you can do. This method is called as a factor tree method, and this method is called as a division method. Okay. Yes. Now let us start with some exercise sums. Now yesterday we did some exercise sums, that is from let's recall we did some sums. Today we will be continuing it again with that. Question number 2. Write all the prime numbers between 1 and 50. So you have to write all the prime numbers that is between 1 and 50. Now children, always remember 1, the number 1 is neither a composite nor a prime number, whereas 2 is called as an even prime number. Okay, so 2, rest all the other numbers are odd numbers and prime numbers, but only the number 2 is called as an even prime number. So these two things you have to keep it in mind, that is 0 and 1, they are neither composite nor prime, and 2 is called as an even prime number. Now here we have to write all the prime numbers between 1 and 50. So which are the numbers? The number 2, the number 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43 and 47. These all are the prime numbers. That means these numbers can be divided only by the number 1, or it can be divided only by the number itself. Okay, so understood what are prime numbers? Prime numbers are those numbers which is divisible only by the number 1 and by the number itself. So this you have to write in your max notebook, exercise sums. Okay, let's recall, you will write and just copy down this. Coming to the third question, here it is fill in the blanks. The first thing is you have to write the first 3 multiples of 16. The first 3 multiples of 16. So first 3 multiples means 16 ones are is 16, 16 twos are 32, and 16 threes are is 48. 16 threes are 48. Now the smallest prime number is, yes, the number 2. 0 and 1 is neither prime nor composite. So the smallest prime number is 2. Numbers which are neither prime nor composite is 0 and 1. Yes. And the only even prime number here again is the number 2. Correct? Now the factors of 12, that means this number 12, what are the factors of 12? Yes, by which it is divisible, that is the number 1. 1 12s are 12. Correct? Then the number 2 6 are 12, 3 4s are 12, 4. So 2 6 are 12 also you can write, 6 also you can write, and 1 2s are 12. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12 are the factors of 12. So 1 12s are 12, 2 6 are 12, 3 4s are 12. So these are the factors of the number 12. So you can check the answer from here, the first 3 multiples of 16. If you want to do it on your own, and then check the answer from this slide. Now here it is, question number 6. Make a factor tree for the following numbers. Now you have to make a factor tree. Yes, so the number is 98. Okay, so let us start. Now here in 98, the number in the ones place is 8. That means you can take the even number, prime number 2. 2, when you divide it, that is when you divide this 98 by 2. 98, when you divide it by 2, you will get the answer as 2 4s are 8, 1 carry over, 2 9s are 18. So your 2 into 49 will give you 98. So you will circle this prime number. Okay, all the prime numbers are to be circled. Now this 49 again can be written as, it is not divisible by 2 because the number in the ones place is 9. It is not an even number. 3 also it is not divisible. 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 does not come in the table of 3. That is divisibility of 3. So it is not divisible by the number 3. We can directly take 7. Now 7 is a prime number. 7 7s are 49. Okay, so circle this both the prime numbers. So 2 into 7 into 7 gives you the number 98. So we have found all the prime numbers. When you multiply, you'll get the original numbers. So this method is called as a factor tree method. Here I have shown it, 98. So 2 into 49 is 98. 49 again can be written as 7 into 7. 7 7s are 49. Okay. Yes. Now 111. The second number is 111. Now 111 you cannot take divided by 2 because in the ones place the number is 1 here. So it is not divisible by 2. So we will take the next prime number, that is the number 3. Okay. So 3 into 37 will give you 111, or you can say when 111 is divided by 3. 3 3s are 9. 2 carry over here itself. 3 7s are 21. So 3 into 37 will give you 111. Now here 37 itself is a prime number. So you cannot write it. You cannot write it further as a product of two numbers. So 3 into 37 itself is your answer. So 3 and 37 are the prime numbers. When you multiply together, you will get the number 111. Now coming to the next method, next sum, question number 7. Write the following numbers as a product of the prime factors. Okay, here you have to write all the find all the prime factors, but here you are going to use the division method. Okay, now division method is where you divide the number there itself. So let us start how to do it. So write the number here first, 242. Okay, I write the number as 242. Now here the number in the ones place is 2. So you can take the number 2, prime number 2. 2 ones are 2. You will divide the number here itself. 2 2s are 4 and 2 ones are 2. That means 2 into 121 gives you 242. You can just divide it aside in your rough book also, and then you can write the number. Now again here in the number, in the number in the ones place is 1, so it is not divisible by 2. It also 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4. The number 4 does not come in the table of 3. To check whether it is divisible by 3, you have to add all the numbers. When you add all the numbers, that total of all the numbers, if it comes in the table of 3, that means the number is divisible by 3. Now here 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 does not come in the table of 3. So 121 is not divisible by 3. So you can directly take the number 11 as a prime number. 11 11s are 121. Now 11 itself is a prime number, so it is not divisible by any other number. So we'll again take 11. 11 ones are 11. Now here you have to write the following numbers as a product of their prime factors. So in your answer you will write it as 2 into 11 into 11. So these are the prime numbers by which when you multiply you will get the number 242. Okay, so this is how you use the division method to do the prime factorization. Okay, the next number is 500. So let us write the number here first, that is 500. Now here the number in the ones place is 0. That means we'll take the prime number 2 here. 2 2s are 4. We'll go on dividing it. 1 remaining. 2 5s are 10. Okay. So 0 you'll write as it is. Now again the number is 0 here in the ones place. So that means again it can be divided by the prime number 2. So whatever number you are taking, you will take all the prime numbers to divide. Okay. So 2 1s are 2. 2 2s are 4. 1 remaining. So 1 you will carry out here. 2 5s are 10. Now here the number in the ones place is 5. That means it is easily divisible by the number prime number 5. So you will directly take 5 here. If in the ones place, if it is 0 or 5, that means it is easily divisible by the number 5. 5, 1 cannot be divided. Take two numbers together. 12. 5 2s are 10. 11, 12. So 2 is left. So that 2 you will carry over here. 5 5s are 25. Again it is divisible by the prime number 5. So 5 5s are 25. Again this 5 itself is a prime number, so we will take 5 1s are 5. So which are the prime numbers when you multiply factors? Which are the prime factors when you multiply? You will get the number 500. In the answer you will write it as 2 into 2 into 5. Just a minute. Into 5 into 5 into 5. 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 into 5. So these are the prime factors of the number 500. So I think you must have understood both the methods, that is a factor tree method and the division method of factorization. Okay. Now home assignment for you to do it in your homework part. Make a factor tree for the following numbers. The number is 24 and 132. Here you will use the factor tree method and not the division method. Okay, only if division method is asked, you will do the division method. And the second sum is write the following numbers as the product of the prime factors. Okay, just now what we did. And here you are going to use the division method and write the prime factors. Hope students you must have understood all the concepts. Okay, practice your sums. So meet you in the next class. Till then, thank you for today. Bye.